So look what I have here. You guys remember Dan from, geez, what was that? July, August, something like that? When was it?
It
You
was
remember?
like September.
It was September that late, huh?
Yeah.
So if you remember Dan Boyle, we were just joking about how far he's come from Trenton Avenue and Michigan Avenue in Detroit, and here we are out in Plymouth, Michigan. I told him it works both ways. On one hand, I'm not worried about my van that's running a block away, and on the other hand, I'm worried about getting a ticket for a cracked windshield. That's the truth, Dan. You can't have it both ways,
No,
can you?
you can't.
Now, Dan, right out of the chute, if you remember, we talked about your YouTube channel,
Yes.
and evidently you got some new subscribers and views.
Yes.
So I don't want to miss that, and I'd like you to say what the name of your YouTube channel is right now, because
Absolutely, I would love to.
okay, let me have it.
My name of my YouTube channel is Shannon Boyle, and you can keyword pocket full of hope. And as of right now, I think I have 766 subscribers.
Wow, good for you.
As you know, before my first interview, I had 2.
Oh.
And so now I have subscribers
Good for you.
because of that interview from all over the world. And, you know, people that have given me love and support and prayed for me, you know, for my recovery. And I actually have music fans all over the world.
Oh, this is great. Now, I think you said, how many do you have now?
766.
Yeah, so it's 766. So you're really, like 240 something away from being able to do a live chat.
Okay.
Yeah, and you'll be able to play your music on there, and I hope you get a lot more.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Hey, believe me, it's all luck. I mean, I didn't do anything special, and somehow I got 1,000 subscribers, so it's shit luck.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
I mean, I've had some people say some, tell me some really cool things too, like one woman from Australia used one of my songs at her father's memorial service.
Nice.
And I just talked to a woman from South Africa who, as of yesterday, was playing my music in her car.
Nice.
Yeah, and
that's how it works, man.
yeah, those are the best compliments,
Yeah, good.
I mean,
Well, I'm sure after this you'll get a lot more, because more and more people are, paying attention to, interviewing people down there, that kind of thing. So I guess it was just kind of good timing that I happened to be down there. I still keep in touch with Rebecca.
Yeah.
Do you get a chance to go on and look at any of the lives or any of the uploads?
I don't.
Okay.
Because, for me, I've looked at my own video one time.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm the same way with my own videos.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and I know all those people out on the street personally, and it's just it's heartbreaking for me to see. So I just
No, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
So the day I was there, you got to admit though, it was I met Rebecca. She introduced me to you. We did an interview, and I think it was just coincidental that you were probably ready to get out of there, and it's nice that it all kind of came together like this.
Yes.
And I'm curious, how did that happen? I mean, after we did the interview, I'd never seen you again. What led to this change?
Well, it's what I first thought was something bad. My final straw was, it was morning, and I was going through withdrawal. I was sick, and needed a fix. And a couple of the girls they had some shit, and they wouldn't share it with me. And, so I thought that was just horrible, but it actually turned out to be the blessing that got me off the streets.
Good.
Because that was the last straw for me.
So how did you actually get out of there?
I messaged somebody, a friend of mine, who said when I was ready to, get in touch with me, he'd come pick me up. And it happened to be his birthday, and he still came and picked me up.
Nice. That's a good friend.
Yeah, he's a real good friend.
Dan, when you were down there, how much heroin were you using a day?
As much as I could.
And what would be like a maximum day?
I mean, it depends on how much money I made at the corner that day.
But think back on a dollar amount, because to non-users, they kind of want to get an idea of what you were spending on that on like a high day.
Probably at least $100.
Okay, and you were down there how long?
I was down there, I think, I was only down there for a month.
Really?
Yeah.
And anything besides heroin?
Yeah, crack.
Okay. And you got out of there, and did that mean going home to your mother?
I went to my mother's house while I was waiting for a bed to open in treatment. So I was there for like a week.
And how'd that go?
It went, it was pretty rough. I was still trying to feed my habit, and things could have went real bad, but
you survived it.
yeah.
And where did you go to rehab?
I went to Oakdale Recovery Center in Canton.
Now, is that like a state-sponsored deal, or you had insurance?
Well, I have Medicaid through Wayne County.
Okay, and how long did that last?
It lasted, I completed in 20 days.
Mm-hmm.
I did all the required mental health requirements, and then went from there to the recovery housing I'm in now.
Okay, so you went in as a heroin and crack addicted guy.
Yeah.
And you came out clean.
Yes, 100%.
Wow. And what do they use to do that?
Well, at that particular treatment center, they use Librium to detox people.
Librium, that's a salt, isn't it?
It's
I'm thinking
benzodiazepine like Xanax or
oh, okay. I must be thinking of something else.
Valium. Yeah.
And was that like a miserable 20 days?
No, I mean the first few days were a little rough, but it was actually a really good experience for me. And the other people there are what helped to make it a good experience. Besides what I did to make it a good experience.
Did you run into anybody you knew there?
Yes.
Okay, and how are they doing?
They're doing good. Yeah, there's actually, I'm a member of Narcotics Anonymous, and I go to meetings every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a sponsor. I'm working on step 1 right now, and I still see a few people that I was in Oakdale with at meetings that are still clean.
Okay.
And I've actually seen a couple people from Southwest Detroit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now that you're
one's back out there.
Oh, sorry about that.
I saw him at Oakdale. He's back out there again.
Okay.
And,
now, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, and I don't know if you remember little Laura. I think you interviewed her. She kind of had a little trouble talking and walking and stuff.
Becky?
Not Becky. Her name was Laura. Little girl with glasses.
Lori, older lady?
She was a little older.
Maybe 40, 45?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw her at a Narcotics Anonymous function, dance.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder, I haven't seen her in like the last few trips down.
Yeah, she said she flagged down a cop, said she was going to kill herself, and they took her to the, hospital, and then they got her into treatment, or to a recovery house. I don't think she went to treatment.
Yeah, if you see her again, give her my contact information.
I will.
Because I had some people that sent some stuff for her that I've been unable to deliver it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a very sad story.
Yeah.
And that was nice of presumably the 4th Precinct Police Department to follow up and do that. They get a lot of criticism.
Yeah. Well, I've heard about what the new commander's doing too.
What's he doing down there? Besides having me stop.
Okay. Well, she is supposedly sending those girls to
boot camp.
Yeah.
I couldn't substantiate that anywhere.
No.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
But I never was able to verify it as true.
Okay.
So that's a female commander.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I actually heard that from a retired Wayne County sheriff that worked security at George's Ford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Now, so you're through recovery. You had a successful rehab, and I'm assuming you're living with your mom still.
No, I live at a recovery house.
Oh, you do?
Westland. Yes.
Oh, in Westland. Oh, nice. So would you say that is pretty important? It helps rather than just going anywhere to live?
Absolutely.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
And is that because there's social workers on staff or what?
No, it's just for the accountability, random drug testing, to be able to continue to stay there. You do have options to go, back to detox or treatment.
Okay, good. That sounds like a good plan.
And I also get the Vivitrol shot.
Oh, you do
talked
take it?
about that, yeah.
Nice. So you enjoy living there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's some good guys there. It's just 5 of us. I mean, it was just 3 of us for a minute, but now it's 5.
Okay. And you're getting back into the workforce?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, will that be full time?
Full time.
Good for you. Now, so you're through this. Things are going well. You're living in a recovery house, and do you feel like do you have thoughts of this? Or are you just thinking pretty good?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, since the day I dragged my ass into Oakdale, I haven't had an obsession to use.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I was pretty beaten.
Any nicotine or alcohol, or is that
Yes,
part?
nicotine, no alcohol.
No alcohol.
No mood or mind-altering substances.
Gotcha.
Period.
You wouldn't consider nicotine a mind-altering substance?
Well, I mean,
All right.
if you want to get real
Yeah,
technical,
okay,
yes,
okay,
that's
all right.
that's.
All right. Sorry
And
about that.
also this right here.
Oh yeah, caffeine.
Yes.
It's a legal drug, though, right?
Yes.
You won't have to go to rehab for that.
No.
I got a decaf. I had already had too much caffeine
Oh,
today.
okay.
Yeah.
I got you. And
So-
my mom drinks decaf too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only drink it when I've had a lot of caffeine.
Okay. I
So,
got you.
do you keep in touch with anybody from over there in Southwest Detroit?
No.
No. And you got anything to say to the people that are still there that watch the videos? Of course, they're going to watch this one.
Yes.
Becky told me this morning she wishes you well.
Okay.
Any words of advice or wisdom to these people?
All I have to say is, I think about them all the time. I pray for them. I wish I could save them all, but I can't. And when you get to know people out there, I mean, some of those people had pretty cool lives at one time, and they're where they're at now, because of drug habits and whatnot, and a lot of them still have hopes and dreams. Some of them, are pretty hopeless too. So all I can do is pray for them, lead by example.
Yeah, appreciate that. Now, pretty much what, our experience when I met you down there was the same I have with everybody, kind of the same thing. From what just your experience with me, is there anything you think that I could do better or bring up or hand out or that I haven't done already? I mean, I get criticism for enabling people's drug use.
And I hate to, when it comes to the people out there, I hate to mess up their hustle, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But, honestly, that $10 could be the pack of dope that killed somebody, that they buy.
Right.
And,
but here, Dan, there's one argument out there where they say that, those women were there before I got there and they're going to be after. And if you took it and you made this example that, let's take for an example, Becky charged $10 a day and I gave her $100, and that was 10 less cars she had to get in with potential weirdos. Arguably,
I get that.
But you see what I mean? So it's hard for me and people that want to donate money. How do you know? It's never going to be perfect. It's always going to be a gamble.
Yes.
And I really don't know how to assess when they're handed $10 or $20.
Right.
I've watched them buy food.
It.
I know they buy clothes. So, minus having a crystal ball.
Yeah. No, I get it, Tom. I
just don't. I want to. On one hand, I want to feel comfortable about what people are trying to provide.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I don't hope that what you said doesn't happen. And I don't know any way to guarantee that.
Right. There is no way to guarantee it. I guess I look at it this way. I'm a firm believer that, you know, you never deny an addict their pain because that just keeps them out there, you know. And number two is, you know, if your heart's in the right place when you know, give to somebody, you can't control the outcome, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, so it is a pretty
Yeah.
gray area, I guess
Yeah.
you could say, you know, and I'm sure a lot of people have mixed emotions about it.
They
You know,
do.
I mean, I have myself, you know.
Yeah.
But
I mean, do you
I mean,
think?
I've done a lot of, you know, I've put a lot of thought into
Yeah, no, I
it.
appreciate that. That's why I
Yeah.
asked you.
Yeah.
I mean, but would you say that you know, quit handing out $10 and hand out a dozen donuts? I mean, you see what I mean? I don't want me to
it's-
sound corny about it, but
Right.
I just,
Well, it's the thing. I mean, in my shoes, okay, I've lost count of all the friends and acquaintances, you know, that I've lost, you know, to dope. And
Yep.
so I just almost lost a close friend Sunday. You know, luckily his roommate found him and hit him with Narcan, or he wouldn't be here. And he'd have 3 little kids that, you know, had to go on without their dad. So, you know, it's hard to say. I mean, you know, I mean, really, it depends what your motives are, Tom. I mean,
Yeah.
only you and God know what your motives
no,
are.
I know what my motives
you
are.
know?
I mean,
Yeah.
of course, I think you know that my motives aren't to have anybody OD and die.
Right.
Because
yeah,
it's $20
I never
somebody sent
believe
that I get.
that.
No, I don't think you do. But I mean, on the other hand, when people send something, once that money leaves my hands, or
It's out of your control.
yeah,
Yeah, and
But-
yeah,
and
I get it. You know,
yeah.
you know.
Do you think I'd be better off just handing out food and clothes and gift cards? Or once again, you don't know?
Well, gift cards are sellable. I mean,
Yeah.
really, you know, an addict